some of the properties of negative feedback amplifiers we are going to see. So the positive feedback, I told you, it is not used in amplifier because it is going to make your gain infinity, which will result in instability of your amplifier. So positive feedback is not used in amplifier circuits, whereas positive feedback is used in oscillator circuits only. So I am going to use negative feedback in amplifier circuit, which will reduce my gain, which will reduce my noise, which will reduce my distortion. All these are possible, but there will be an increase in bandwidth. So only one drawback in negative feedback is voltage gain will reduce. All the other parameters, noise, distortion, everything will improve. Only one drawback, the gain will be reducing. So if you are not very serious about reduction in gain, I am okay with the gain reducing, but I am getting an increased bandwidth, means you can go for negative feedback. Illa, I am also seriously concerned about reduction in gain. Now, then you have to think about what all ways you can increase the gain after applying feedback. In general, when you apply negative feedback to an amplifier, the voltage gain will decrease enormously. Noise, distortion, and all, it is being controlled. So your circuit becomes noise free. The circuit will not have any distortion at all, but there will be an increase in bandwidth. This is also advantage for me. Only one drawback what I have is decreased voltage gain, which some applications might not like this, because the main essence of amplifier is to boost the signal, right? So when the voltage gain is reducing, some applications demand more gain. In that case, you have to think after applying feedback what all possible ways are there to boost the gain of your amplifier. So in addition to these characteristics, the beautiful property of feedback is even the input and output impedance can be tuned. You can change the input and output impedance depending on what feedback you are going to connect to your amplifier. So I have already told you what is the significance of input and output impedance in an amplifier. The input impedance should be very high to draw less amount of current, and the output impedance should be very less to transfer the full power effectively into your load. So all these parameters can be tuned when you apply negative feedback to your amplifier. Although there is a reduction in overall voltage gain, there are some improvements in using negative feedback in amplifier circuits as listed below. So there are a lot of positive points related to negative feedback. Even though only negative point is reduction in voltage gain, you have lot of positive points which override this negativity in the negative feedback amplifier. So the reduction in voltage gain is not going to be a very serious issue when you consider the lot of other benefits you are going to get when you apply negative feedback to your amplifier.